Welcome, everybody who watches Screen Fiend and get caught up on movies and updates. It's your boy Carcino here, and the movie Black Panther has just been nominated for Best Film, the first comic book movie ever to make this jump, and we're going to talk about it here. At least I hope to. Okay, there it is. Mr. Sled showed up. Now, let me explain to you what's really going on here. I was debating, should I do this on the main page or should I do it on on the Screen Fin account. This could go for either account. That's how devious and deceptive a lot of this stuff is. A Star is Born wasn't nominated for Best Movie, which was going to cause an outrage upon certain people. I knew it would. Now, they have zero intentions of letting Black Panther win for Best Film. Black Panther is a great movie, but definitely I don't believe it's movie of the year. They know that at the Academy. What they wanted to do, and the reason why this was done, is to create outrage and anger within their own community. That's why this was done. They chose Black Panther to be nominated for these reasons. And people are outraged because they want them to feel outraged. They want them to be upset about it. They want people that, not us, people of their color, to be upset that they're forced to have to integrate black films and black actors into this movement that has happened. Oscars being too white. Get some sleep. I just woke up. But I do need more of it. I'm missing a lot of sleep. I've been congested. That's why you guys really haven't seen me too much. It's a straight blizzard outside my window. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So naturally, I run into a bunch of these guys who don't realize that they're racist. And I run into them on my page. And then I have to go in and explain to them the scenarios. So one racist white guy comes on the page. He's all upset about it. He's talking to another friend of ours that we know. He's white. So I'm sitting there. I'm listening to the conversation because they're outraged over this Oscar nominations. Right? Outraged. He goes and says, now we're going to be giving out awards. Black Panther's not a great movie. Now we're just going to be giving out awards because of people's ethnicity. Wow. He actually had to say that. He never realized that what he was saying was a very racist statement. He didn't know. He was just saying, he was just outraged because he felt that certain way about the movie. And this is what's weird. I was like, had you would have felt that way had they nominated Avengers? If they said Avengers is nominated for best film, would you said, oh yes? But when they say Black Panther's nominated, what the hell? Black Panther? Then I had to jump in and say, they nominate one black film that has a predominantly black cast for a best movie. And all of a sudden, they're looking out for people because of their ethnicity. When 99% of the other categories are predominantly dominated by white folks or Caucasians. So I guess they were looking out for their own ethnicity for the past 50, 60, 70 years. It's sickening. But that's parents. That's how he was raised. That's the household he grew up in. It's what they were taught. He thought he was saying what he was saying on the merit of the movie wasn't that good. And I told him, I said, it's a very good movie. Because a lot of people, I said, well, maybe you don't get it because you're not culturally involved or culturally enlightened to the things that are going on in film. Because you're never faced with these issues. So maybe it's hard for you to understand what it is when you just say, it's not even that good of a movie. Maybe you don't get it. Because blacks are still faced with the same situations that were going on and forecasted in the film. We're being over-policed. Murdered. Treated less than fairly. Dr. King has been dead for over 50 years. And we're still in the same position, marching in the streets, asking for the right to be treated equally as human beings. Think about that. Now, where does that have us today? One, we shouldn't even care about the Oscars. Who gives a damn? But it's good in the opinion of seeing other people that look like you get honored for jobs and things that they do. You know, get their proper credit, their proper notification, you know, they proper shine on this stage. That's inspiring to young kids, young black, who don't have to see themselves being the hoe in a rap guy's video. She's enlightened. Mm, okay. Thanks, Johnny Floyd. Gurus. Oh well, he got quiet. That's what he did. Because they never realize anything that they say is, he's like, I don't want to get involved. So he tried to send my buddy to try to defend the point. But my thing is, do I believe A Star is Born is a better movie? Yes, I do. But it's a third retelling of the film of the same story. But yes, it is a better film. Like there's no question about it. It is definitely the better film. Oh, no problem, Johnny. Well, people forget there's a lot of arcs in the movie of Black Panther. It's not just a superhero movie. They had to cover every aspect of this film. Like culturally, the things that they were ever able to do in this film to represent the many different tribes and the actual um, enslavement of slaves, the bunch of messages that was sent in this one film, and to still be entertained and entertaining to kids was quite unusual to pull that off. Well, Black Klansman was also nominated. Black Klansman was a great movie. A true story that no one else seems to be caring about. Well, spy movies never used to get nominated. You know, School Days, all these other films he did back then, they wouldn't even let black films even get the recognition. Oh, for Malcolm X, yep. Agreed. Yeah, well, a lot of it is, I would say, unworthy. Yeah, the 25th hour was good. I actually liked the one with the son of Sam. I like that one. Look at Black Panther. What was his arc? He was forced to try to be a king instead of being his own man, being his own king, ruling the way he wants to see fit instead of following his father's footstep, who he wanted to honor so much. That was his hero. That's who he looked up to. And to have his hero destroyed like that in front of him, to find out the things that his father did that he couldn't believe. And he wanted to follow so badly in his father's footsteps, now had to branch out and be a king of his own making. Had to be his own man, his own king. And even in the afterlife, he had to step to the fathers, to the ancestors, to tell them the way that they were doing things were wrong. And they were wrong to turn their back and to act as if they didn't know what was happening in the iniquities of the other people that were just like them, just because they wasn't from Wakanda. Like I said, it's a lot of different levels here, but when you don't care, don't notice, then obviously you miss these certain arcs in the film. Yeah, it was very funny.